sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Well, hello.
Oh, well, hello to you.
Fancy meeting you here, sir.
Who would have thought?
I don't know, man. How's everybody doing tonight?
I mean, I would imagine everyone's doing pretty fantastic now that we're on.
I would imagine that if they're feeling as good as we're looking, then there should be no problems.
And there's about to be some flash floods in many counties across the United States.
That is for damn sure. Now, just to get everybody comfortable, to get everybody familiar, to get everybody acclimated, in case you haven't heard, Dizzle and I, Dizzle, say hi.
Hi.
Are starting this weekly podcast that we've called the Sunday Sizzle. And on this weekly podcast, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over all things related to gaming and streaming, really. And really just digging deep on some cool sounding and looking shit.
Yeah, I mean, really our big focus is essentially going to be games and kind of the tech behind games and new stuff coming out, as well as like streaming and like the tech behind streaming and stuff that could help kind of guide maybe newer streamers or even help fix things that seems to be a big issue that we see. One thing we are going to do as much as humanly possible is try and steer away from all the million other basic bullshit like YouTube channel stuff, which is worrying about who got banned or all that other drama bullshit.
If you got banned, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
No.
Like, there's rules. Follow them. If you get banned, you must have done something.
Or don't.
Or don't.
We're not
we don't
your
care.
dad.
Exactly. We're here to talk about what we love, which is video games and the tech and shit behind video games.
Exactly those things, yes.
And streaming, of course.
And porn.
Oh, that too. I mean, and one of the greatest art forms of all time. You know? It's an art form.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is. Kaiwa is already loving it, so obviously we're onto something great here.
It's true.
And
but then again, Kaiwa
at this point in time, I'd like to reach out to our first potential sponsor. Hit us up. Let us know. We're willing to talk. That's all I'm saying. We're willing to come to the table.
Or on the table, or
either
wherever.
way. There's really no losing.
No, not at all.
It's a vicious beast.
It's a vicious beast to my wife.
Well, hello, wife.
Hey, baby.
Okay. Why is it so hot upstairs? It's like really hot.
It's because you just got home.
Like Axton's room is really
Ooh, that was spicy.
Do you have the doors shut up here so they don't come down here?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta deal with them?
Just for a little bit.
No. Let's go.
Hi, Mama Dizzle. So what we're gonna be doing for tonight is we're gonna be talking about the Game Awards that are coming up, and Dizzle will go into a little bit more depth on the Game Awards. But we're gonna be talking about the Game Awards, and then Dizzle and I have gone out and found all the best sales on all the games, all the consoles. Dizzle's gonna be going over the games and consoles. I'm gonna be going over the streaming hardware and stuff like that, cameras, audio equipment, and PC equipment, that kind of stuff. And we're gonna let you know what the best deals are for either yourself, for you to get something that you get something while it's on sale, or if you're friends with a streamer or you have a streamer loved one. These are just some gift suggestions that they would surely appreciate. So Dizzle, you wanna tell us a little about the Game Awards here? What's going on with them?
So the Game Awards is just a yearly kind of celebration almost, right? Like it's an award show, but it's it's also a celebration and just kind of gaming throughout the year. Jeff Keighley started it 5 years ago, back in 2014. And every year it's kind of grown and gotten bigger and bigger. And it's gotten to the point where it's an award show. It's a celebration of gaming. And there's usually like live performances of video game music, and a lot of new game announcements tend to happen at the Game Awards. So it's almost like it's
kind of like E3.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, right? Like you get exciting like new game announcements or trailers showing off and like sneak peeks and everything, and like you can tell like Jeff Keighley puts a lot into it. Like he is definitely a lover of games in the game industry first, and then he's a fan, and then he just managed to build probably one of the more exciting game award shows where it's just all about really the games and the people behind the games, and it's really cool.
Ooh. Well, then in that case, let's take a look at what the categories are. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
I mean, who doesn't love a good category, right?
Oh my. So the categories are as follows here. We've got AR VR game, which is virtual reality or augmented reality. So things like Pokemon Go is augmented reality. It's almost mobile augmented reality.
Right.
Something like that. We've got strategy game, spoiler, sports and racing games, score and music, role-playing games, performance, ongoing games, which is World of Warcraft or you're doing it wrong, narrative, multiplayer game, mobile game, independent game, games for impact, game direction, fresh indie game, fighting game, family game, esports team, which is complexity or you're doing it wrong, esports player, esports host, esports game of the year, esports event, esports coach, which is nobody cares or you're doing it wrong, content creator of the year, community support, audio design, art direction, presented by Samsung QLED, action adventure game, action game, or game of the year, which is God of War or you're doing it wrong.
God of War didn't come out this year.
I said what I said. Esports team for 300. Deal.
Well, we're gonna just roll in order, so
yeah,
you guys.
We'll get to it. I said what I said. Okay, so VR and AR game, virtual reality or augmented reality. We've got Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe. What do you think?
Beat Saber.
I'm hoping Beat Saber. I'd like for No Man's Sky to win, just because of the way they turned No Man's Sky around, like the way that it flopped super hard,
right?
And then they recovered it. I mean, it completely flatlined as soon as it came out, and then for them to be able to earn back the trust of their community. I mean, that's
they put in a hell of a amount of work to get it back to where it is. But
yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for that. To be able to regain the trust means you really put some work into it.
But I mean, I've seen gameplay on Trover and Blood and Truth and Asgard's Wrath and stuff, and they all look cool.
Yeah.
I just think between community voting and everything, like
I think Beat Saber should win.
Yeah, Beat Saber just kind of is the one that everyone, when it comes to VR, like that's kind of one of the first people's big pops into their mind is, oh, it's that cool like beat music game with the lightsabers, and it's like, oh, I think
that Beat Saber is to VR what Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was to PlayStation. Like that's just the one that everybody does.
Right.
Like No Man's Sky can be more like Cool Borders or some shit. But literally everybody played THPS 2.
That's true. That's true.
Like that's the one. That's if you're older than like 26 or 27, you remember playing it.
Yeah.
I think Remy's lying to us right now. I think
Spider-Man.
he remembers it.
put Spider-Man code in.
Yeah, like the cheat like the anti-gravity codes and shit.
Yep.
Everybody played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Everybody that plays VR has Beat Saber.
Right. It's true.
That's my for that reason I think Beat Saber should win.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. I think Beat Saber will win. I think it'd be cool to see No Man's Sky for the amount of work that, Hello Games put into recovering it, but
yeah.
I'm almost certain Beat Saber is going to take that one.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm going to make a little spreadsheet here of all of our predictions. We're going to see what happens.
Spread cheeks? What?
I said spread cheeks, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now a word from our sponsors. And we're back. Okay, so next is strategy game, which I have no opinion on. We've got.
So,
go ahead.
We got Age of Wonders Planetfall, Anno was at 1800, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. I have played 3 of these games.
Oh, good. I've heard of none of these games.
Watched gameplay on all of these games from streams and from just watching gameplay. My personal opinion, Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
I think Fire Emblem should win.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
It's the only one I've heard of.
I think we'll win it. Wargroove's pretty fun. Total War 3 Kingdoms is, it's a Total War game. All the Total War strategy games have usually been pretty solid and fun. But Fire Emblem, with being able to, just how they built the story and the gameplay and everything, and it's really solid. So I definitely think Fire Emblem's going to take that one.
Okay. Me too. For no other reason than I don't know.
Plus anime, right?
Yeah, there's that, yeah. Let me see here. And our next category, sports and racing game. Okay. Well, this is a pointless category. We've got Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Dirt Rally 2, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, F1 2019, and FIFA 20. You want to let everybody know, or should I?
Yeah, FIFA 20 is going to win it.
Yeah.
Yep. I would. My heart wants Crash Team Racing.
I know it does. My heart doesn't give a shit. But
we all know
FIFA's gonna win.
FIFA's like one of the greatest selling games of all time, so we all know FIFA's gonna win that shit.
P-Monkey, son of a bitch. Our next category is score and music. And after you, sir, go ahead.
Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I would love for DMC5 to win.
I would too, because the music is fucking.
It was amazing.
It's so good.
Kingdom Hearts. It was all kinds of metal everywhere. Kingdom Hearts can eat my ass. Okay, no, I take that back. Kingdom Hearts has some incredibly well arranged arrangements. Their symphony shit is fucking amazing.
It's true.
That being said, DMC5's soundtrack was fun.
It's fucking fire.
It's really fucking good.
It is.
But Death Stranding's gonna win.
Death Stranding.
I'm just saying everything Dizzle's gonna say before he gets to it.
Does have really good music. But the funny thing is, Cadence of Hyrule is literally a game built around the music.
Really?
And it's really good.
Is it?
Everything's based, everything you do is to the beat of Legend of Zelda songs. So movement and cool. Fighting, it's really well done. And it's one of those you would love to see it, right? Yeah. You can tell the team who made the game gave a shit, and they really put a lot of effort into it. I personally want to see Devil May Cry win.
I'd love to see DMC win.
Feel like it's probably going to be Death Stranding.
Yeah. The music in Death Stranding just fucking pulls at the heartstrings.
I've
never played it, but I've watched a lot of people play it a lot.
Yeah, it's
and
I mean,
like
it's
the
good.
music is just
Like if
so
Death
fucking
Stranding's
good.
music fits really well, just like for the emotion and certain aspects of the game, whereas Devil May Cry's music fits everything about it in terms of the combat, the over the top, just
Yeah,
shenanigans,
it's
and
loud, obnoxious, fucking like in your face metal,
yeah,
like while you're shooting up vampires and shit.
right.
Like
Well, demons, but
whatever. What's not to love? Like you're blowing shit up and killing everything, and
right.
to a badass soundtrack. It makes you feel like a badass as you're doing badass shit. So for
It's
that
true, it
reason,
does.
I'd like to see it do well. But Death Stranding is definitely more artistic.
Yeah,
And I'd put Kingdom Hearts 3 in a pretty similar category to Death Stranding, just because like I mean, Square Enix is fucking, their music is always on point. Music is always fucking good. Every Final Fantasy, every fucking everything that they do, the music is always on point. Dragon Quest, another one. The music was so fucking good in Dragon Quest.
it's true. Music was very good in Dragon Quest.
Like they just always kill it in the music department. But I think Death Stranding is going to take it.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
with
even
you on
heard
that
of
one.
Sayonara Wild Hearts. I don't know.
It's a pretty interesting game. Music in it, again, music's really cool in it, and it's just I don't think Sayonara Wild Hearts has enough notoriety for
Yeah.
like the people to
Yeah.
help
with
help
the
it.
hype
It's
that
like
was
going
Go ahead.
going against the other four.
Yeah, definitely. Going up against Kingdom Hearts or anything Zelda, like that.
Right.
you got to be swinging a pretty big dick to put yourself in that category. And then Devil May Cry 5 I mean it's not Zelda famous, but it's up there. And then the amount of hype and advertising that went into Death Stranding. I mean, it's plus you got Norman Reedus in there. But I mean, like I've never heard of Sayonara Wild
Plus, to be
Hearts,
honest,
so, I mean,
Devil May Cry 5 was just another big old notch in the hat of Capcom during this past like year
they've
or
been
two,
killing
where
it
it was like
lately.
their redemption arc
they've
essentially.
been fucking killing it lately.
So I mean, it's nice. I'd like to see it continue. Right.
Yeah, I agree. So our next category is going to be role-playing games. Now, okay, we've got Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy XIV, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. Let me start by saying Final Fantasy XIV is going to win because it says Final Fantasy on it.
You know, I don't honestly disagree with you. I think Final Fantasy XIV should win because the most recent expansion, from what I played of it to, and I'm not a big MMO person, but from what I've played of it
It's true,
to
he's not. I am.
what kind of I watched and what was talked about and everything with it, like the story is better than most mainline Final Fantasy games just in that expansion alone. Like it's
What?
really fucking good. Kingdom Hearts 3
No. Not interested.
Outer Worlds
Convoluted as fuck storyline, dude. Get it out of here. I don't care.
and Monster Hunter World, I love Monster Hunter World. I think they did a hell of a job. Initial launch, Iceborne, I haven't really dove into yet.
I will say that I've watched a whole lot of Monster Hunter World. One of the streamers that I watch a lot. This is her main game. I've seen a metric fuck ton of Monster Hunter World played.
Yeah.
I don't know the first thing about the game.
It's pretty straightforward. You
hunt monsters? Is that what,
Yeah.
around the world?
You hunt mons.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful game to watch, to look at. And like the monster design on them is amazing.
No,
I've
it
never
is.
heard of Disco Elysium.
So Disco Elysium is actually kind of done in the vein of it's a CRPG done. I think like your Baldur's Gates and kind of stuff like your Icewind Dales, your top down.
Tell the people what a CRPG is.
Computer RPG.
Okay. It's a computer role playing game. For anybody
Right.
anybody watching
Like-
or listening that is not familiar with the nerd talk, you fucking
But-
nerd.
So Baldur's Gate, Divinity, Original Sin, your Icewind Dales, stuff like that.
Oh,
But
man,
Disco
even Forgotten
Elysium,
Realms on it. God damn.
Disco Elysium's it's a very fresh take in terms of out of all of them, it's like a new world, right? Like the language in the game's really awesome. Like the developers put in a bunch of work to make this an original experience, right? Like you're not really experiencing a lot of something you could get from another game. But it's also, I would say, pretty niche in comparison to, and just doesn't have the biggest notoriety in comparison to like your Final Fantasy 14, especially with this new expansion. Like, I mean, they got just accolade after accolade for how well they did.
They
And
really
to say story wise on an expansion for an MMO is better. It
Yeah,
is probably
and
some of
that's
the
not
best
easy.
Final Fantasy storytelling ever. Is, I mean, you got to do something right.
Yeah. And then there's the Outer Worlds, which it seemed to do really well on Twitch for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it. It just it
It's-
looked too much like Fallout for me, and I didn't enjoy Fallout.
So Obsidian made Outer Worlds, and they did
They did New
Fallout
Vegas,
New
right?
Vegas,
Right.
right? And I mean, it plays like so. Outer Worlds, I played it. It plays really well. Like it's a solid game, and there's a lot of fun stuff to it. And again, it's another one where you would think, all right, plays a lot like a Fallout New Vegas or something, right? Like you got your different factions and stuff to play around with, and it's fun. The characters are in the game are actually really cool. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, but in terms of like role playing, it's because of how the world is, and you are limited in terms of like your character selection. You're a human, right? You're a male or female human. Like that's it.
Right.
You can't. There's no like.
So
It's not like Final Fantasy where I can be like a
dragon or some shit.
right. It's not like Final Fantasy where I can be like a
I quit.
cat lady or something. Like the character creation kind of holds it back, in my opinion. And I just think like, but the RPG elements are really good. I think out of all of these, Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of loses on all of them in terms of RPG elements.
Yeah. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 Kingdom Hearts in general just plays like more of an action game.
Yeah.
Like it's very spammy.
So it's an action RPG essentially, like action game with
Technically.
like light RPG mechanics. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy, like I'd love to see Final Fantasy take it. And I think they will, but
Yeah, I think so as well.
there's enough Kingdom Hearts
No.
fandom out
Be
there
gone.
that
Next
beyond
category.
Kingdom thoughts.
Gross. Performance. Let's see here. This is for awarded to an individual for voiceover acting talent, motion and or performance capture. We've got Ashley Birch for Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope on Control, Laura Bailey on Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding, Matthew Peretta on Control, or Norman Reedus on Death Stranding. What do you think, Dizzle?
So
Laura Bailey?
I've played playing Gears 5, right?
Yeah.
Laura Bailey did a fucking amazing job with
Okay.
like the voice acting. Like the Gears 5, like all around is actually pretty solid. Like voice acting alone is really good. And Laura Bailey, I mean, come on. Like if you're a fan of just Critical Role or anything, like she's like the best. Like she's just hilarious and super fun. But it's a
Mads
tough
Mikkelsen,
category to be
though.
honest with you. The only one I think of all of them that doesn't like Norman Reedus. Like I just don't think,
Yeah.
because like yes, he kind of has his lines and stuff like that in the game, but for the most part, like throughout the game, most of his voicing and voice acting, he's very everyman, just kind of. Mads Mikkelsen.
I love Norman Reedus for no other reason than Boondock Saints. I fucking love Boondock Saints. So I see Norman Reedus or Sean Patrick Flannery, and I'm like, yes, I will take that. I damn near played Death Stranding just to pretend to be Norman Reedus. And I wanted to walk around with a big fucking like refrigerator backpack and just like fucking just like start on people and be like, we could kill everyone. Certainly illustrates the diversity of the word. Fucking
Jesus.
fuck.
It's
That's
true.
it.
Though.
That's all I want to do in that game. I don't want to play through the storyline. I don't want to find out what the fuck kind of twisted Kojima shit is in there. I just want to go and shoot mobsters. I want to play Death Stranding and go shoot mobsters.
Wrong
End of game.
but-
I'm happy. That's worth $60 to me.
Yeah. So I think Laura Bailey did a hell of a job as Kate.
I'm happy for her.
And I think as Pavardi, Ashley Birch was, again, voice acting in Outer Worlds was awesome. Like, Ashley Birch did a hell of a job. I'm currently playing Control.
Ooh.
And I think between Courtney Hope and Matthew Peretta, they're both they're just in portrayals of each of their characters is really well. But Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff in Death Stranding, even though he's not huge in the game, right? Like he's in the game, but every time he's in the game, it's just there's something about him, man. His performance, just everything. The dude is fucking captivating.
So we're agreed that Norman Reedus wins then.
No, Mads Mikkelsen wins.
You had me at Norman Reedus.
Shut up! I said Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
Dude, he just fucking I mean,
All right.
you can't just look you can't look away, man. He's just
Nope. He's
so
great.
good.
But he's going to lose his Norman Reedus. Next category.
Oh, Christ.
Ongoing game. I've got some pretty strong opinions on this one.
Yeah, of course.
Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Well, Apex Legends does not belong on this list, first and foremost. The game's been out for like 7 months now. It's not a fucking ongoing game yet.
But I mean, it's been ongoing for 7 months.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Most games die after 2 weeks.
And Apex should have been one of them. But, actually, I take that back. I've got nothing against Apex. Apex is fine. But, it's not a fucking ongoing game. Yet. It could be. It will be next year. But, it's been out for 7 months, 8 months. It is not an ongoing game yet. Destiny 2 is an ongoing game. Destiny 2 has been out for, what, 3 years now? 4 years now?
I think they're on their 3rd year.
Destiny 2 has been out for a while. Final Fantasy XIV, MMO, obviously an ongoing game. Best ongoing game, probably. With all the awards they won for their for the most recent expansion, and for them being able to be a subscription-based MMO and still be in business while World of Warcraft is a thing, that alone.
Also, to come, I mean, they had a really shitty start too. Like when Final Fantasy XIV first launched, it was
it was shit.
Trash, and then they were like, "Oh, let's fix this," and then they relaunched as a Realm Reborn, and since then have been just absolutely destroying and doing amazing every time. Like progressively, pretty much every expansion has been better and better and better, which is great. And then you got the obvious winner, Fortnite.
Yeah, fuck Fortnite.
It's Fortnite though. Like
again, I really
as long
don't
as
have
that
anything against Fortnite. I don't care about it.
I don't either, but you can't deny the fact that fucking thing captivates. Even when
It captivates 12-year-olds, yes. And
it
that's
does.
fine. They appeal to their market, and obviously they're really fucking good at it.
Right.
But to win an award for it, up against games that are good, no, no, I don't think so.
I think Fortnite will win it. Honestly, I would like to see Final Fantasy 14 or even Destiny 2 win it, because
both Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy 14 have been around for longer, for starters, and two have both recently put out amazing expansions
really good,
to them.
yeah.
Both,
Well, that Destiny 2 just had had their big breakaway from Bungie broke away from Activision. They went the free to play route for the most part, except for like obviously buy the expansion kind of deal. And when they broke away and they made those changes to make the game more MMO like with their new armor system, like the Armor 2.0 systems and stuff like that. Like you can see it was like this is where Bungie wanted to make this is what they wanted with the game. But they were, to an extent, held back for Activision reasons. And now they get to do what they want with the game, and it's done really well for itself since it's gone this route. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy XIV should win it. I think Fortnite will probably win it.
I'd be disappointed if Fortnite wins.
I mean, you can't deny the fact that even people were watching a black hole when they launched their whole like Fortnite 2 or whatever the hell they did. It was like 4 days of people like streaming, just watching a black hole on the screen. Like
I think it averaged like 150,000 viewers like throughout the entire time.
Right.
Like 100, like at the average viewership.
Like literally a black screen with a little like black hole in the middle of it.
And then occasionally some like number would be revealed or some shit. Which was like, stupid. But
like I get it, and Fortnite they do a really good job with marketing the game and with like their events and tie-ins and all that. So I don't know, man. I would like to see Final Fantasy or Destiny take it. I just feel like Fortnite.
The only thing that I like about Fortnite is that it killed PUBG. It was everything that PUBG was supposed to have been.
Right.
Except it was free to play, and they had regular patch updates that didn't fucking break the game.
And content and just yeah.
So they released fresh content because like Fortnite and PUBG came around pretty close to each other. But PUBG was out a couple months beforehand.
Fortnite dropped first. Fortnite wasn't even the battle royale mode initially. It was the save the world it was
horde
mode essentially,
like a co-op thing.
Right, and then that just wasn't doing very good at all. But then they dropped this massive friggin'
they dropped the BR mode after PUBG took over all of Twitch basically. And then Fortnite came out with their BR mode, and then it was free to play, and they fucking crushed it.
They dropped their big old floppy Fortnite wiener right onto the table, and no one's been able to touch them since.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I think Fortnite will take it just because of popularity, but I would love to see Final Fantasy 14
I think
or
Fortnite's
Destiny
going to
2.
win plenty of awards. I would like to see ongoing game not be one of them. I'd like to see Apex Legends not even on this list right now.
Oh,
and I've got nothing against Apex Legends. It hasn't been around long enough to be an ongoing game.
And I feel really bad that we haven't even mentioned Siege. Like I think Siege is a solid game, but it just I think
Siege is just like Overwatch or Call of Duty or whatever.
Right.
Like it's a fine game. It's a fun game to play with your friends, but like who cares?
Yeah, the same thing. Every few months they roll out like a new operator or something, new character, and it's like okay, cool.
Yeah, but if that's the metric they're going off of, why isn't Overwatch on the list? Overwatch rolls out a new hero every couple months. They roll out PvE patches and shit, holiday events.
Right.
And they've been doing it for years. But there's Apex, right next to Destiny, right there on the screen, guys.
Jesus Christ, you were really like.
I think it's absolutely absurd.
Goddamn.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's really dumb.
Okay.
Next category: narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. A Plague Tale: Innocence, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and The Outer Worlds. Dizzle, what are your thoughts? As the two of us who's played any of these games, what do you think? I've watched them, but I haven't played them.
Oh, man. So it's outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, right? And the story in A Plague Tale is really good, and it develops really well, and it's well paced. Control, which again I'm currently playing, I'm so invested into the story right now in Control. Like I want to know more. Like I'm reading the extra shit that I pick up just to know more about the world and the game, and like I'm into the characters. Like I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Outer Worlds, like the world and kind of narrative, I couldn't really get into a lot. Like gameplay was fun, and everything. It's just nothing story wise ever really hooked me personally. Disco Elysium, really cool. I've watched a lot of gameplay on that, and the story stuff seems really cool. But also, I don't think it's not something I would ever dive into or really see. Death Stranding wins.
Yeah, I agree.
But I really would love to see Control. Like Control, I don't know, man. I would love to see it win. But the story in Death Stranding, like, yes, there's been like well, what's the story? When does it get to the story? Blah, blah, blah. And people who've been complaining about the game and how it plays. But, God, the story stuff that's in there, while, yes, on acid and shrooms at some point, someone created this story. There are moments, man, where you feel gutted. And it could be a mix of the performances mostly, but goddamn, you feel gutted.
As a viewer, somebody who hasn't played any of these games, but I've seen most of them played, I will say, Outer Worlds is not a contender. Disco Elysium, no. A Plague Tale, no. Control is fun to watch from a game mechanics standpoint. It's fun to watch you like pull the red shit out of the air and like throw grenades back at somebody or whatever. That looks really cool to me. But nothing about the story, like the combat system looks fun. Right. But nothing about the story has really grabbed my attention. Death Stranding is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. The Death Stranding, I haven't played it, but watching the game is just fascinating to me. The storyline sucks you in and makes you want to see more. So I like to watch Control for the same reason I like to watch first-person shooters, because it's just fucking cool to see shit blow up. But Death Stranding I like to watch for the same reason that I like to play Final Fantasy games, because the storyline sucks you in.
Right. No, I don't discount that at all. The storyline on like the story on Death Stranding, it hooked me. Like I was invested up for quite a few chapters watching a couple streamers play it, and then I actually forced myself to stop because I was like, it's going to get to a point where like I want to know more, but I want to experience that in my playthrough as opposed to just watching it. But it's been really hard not to like watch that playthrough.
Yep.
Control,
I'm probably not going to play Death Stranding, so I've got no problem watching other people play.
Right. Control for me has been I'm invested into the story because it reminds me a lot of like Alan Wake, and it has like I like kind of weird supernatural type stories to it, and so like the way the story's crafted, and it's kind of Twin Peaksy, weird supernatural astral dimension shit, and I'm just the world really, for me, playing it, I'm super invested. So I think between Control and Death Stranding, my heart wants to see Control. I think it'll go to Death Stranding though.
I'm happy for it to go to Death Stranding. I'd be totally cool with that. Next category. Multiplayer game. Apex is fine here.
Really just...
For outstanding multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massive multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Where the fuck's Overwatch, though? Where the fuck's World of Warcraft, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh my god. Dude, World of Warcraft's won enough awards over the last 15 fucking years. Like...
Yeah. But they haven't won this one this year.
Jesus.
We've got Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, no. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, maybe. Tetris 99, which had a surprising amount of hype for a fucking Tetris game.
Did you play it at all?
No, I don't have a Switch.
Oh, right. It's surprisingly ridiculously fun to try and beat 99 other people at Tetris.
It's interesting to watch. Which like
I'm not even good at Tetris.
Is a lot to say about a Tetris game.
Right.
Like I feel like it should win just because of what they've been able to turn Tetris into.
They turned Tetris into a fucking BR. Like
they turned Tetris into a fucking esport, dude, and I'm here for it.
Right. But what? Like it's so mesmerizing. And then there's the Division 2. Whatever.
Yeah, again, the divisions that no, I'm good.
Yeah.
What is it with Tom Clancy games and just being like the other guy?
They're good. They're just it's Ubisoft. It's not like there's I'm a big Tom Clancy fan. I love that shit, but there's a lot they could do. But like Ubisoft needs to just
I think the best thing that Ubisoft's ever done was Assassin's Creed.
No. They also did
what?
Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell games are fucking fantastic.
Okay.
Call of Duty wins this one.
Probably. Just they've been able to turn it around on Call of Duty and get rid of the fucking jetpacks and shit. So
I think.
But it's
Call
a
of Duty
remake,
or Apex.
It's Modern Warfare all over again.
But
Modern Warfare. If a remake if the remake wins, then Resident Evil 2 remake needs to just sweep all the fucking categories.
Well, yeah, because technically it's not a remaster, right? It's not the same game; it's a remake. So yes, there's elements that are the same, but then they did add and basically change enough of the game to where it is a different product.
Then you know what I'm looking forward to then, if that's the rule.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Nope. I'm looking for the Game Awards next year when the Final Fantasy VII remake comes out and sweeps all the fucking categories, wins every award. Best multiplayer game, best continuing game.
It can't win best multiplayer. There's no multiplayer in the game.
Don't care.
You just say that because Final Fantasy VII is you're like fucking. You would literally go down on a crack whore hobo on the side of like 7th and Main just to get an early copy.
Yeah, with a smile on my face. You know what? I'd stream that, and then I'd stream me playing the game too.
Yeah. I bet you would.
I would. I'd do it.
No, I don't think the Division 2 or Borderlands 3 takes it. Like Borderlands 3, sure, it has its co-op and stuff, but it's more Borderlands.
I could see Apex winning it just because it's not Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think this category comes down to Call of Duty or Apex. But I would love to see fucking Tetris take it. How fucking dope would that be?
Yeah, watching Tetris take it would be fucking fantastic because it's not a fucking shooter.
It's not.
It's a multiplayer game that sucks you in, makes you want to watch, and it's not a fucking shooter.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's like a completely different. Technically it could fall under the battle royale category. You are battling against 99 other people.
It is last man standing.
Right.
Last building block falling or whatever the fuck it is.
But that's the whole thing. Like I personally think that's cool as shit. And I've played it. And I suck at Tetris and I had a fucking blast. I eliminated a couple people in a game and I was like, hey, fuck you, bitch. My Tetris is better than yours. And then I died and I was like, oh.
Well,
but like watching it and I'm not gonna. Heart says Tetris 99.
Yeah.
Mind says it's probably gonna be Apex or Call of Duty.
I think it should be Apex. I think it should be Apex just because it's not Call of Duty.
Right.
And I think that it should be Tetris just because it's not a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that being said, I like the new Call of Duty because it's not like this. It's not the same old like jetpack shit. It's not like some futuristic fucking Star Wars Call of Duty.
It's true. It's true.
Next category. Mobile game. Mobile games aren't real games. Next category.
Go back to mobile games.
I didn't get off mobile games. I just wanted to talk shit.
Call of Duty Mobile.
Yep.
Grindstone. Yep. Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yep.
Sky. Children of the Light. And What the Golf.
Yep.
Call of Duty Mobile wins it.
Where's Hearthstone?
Oh my god. Hearthstone's also on PC.
Yeah. So's Call of Duty.
Oh, shut up. But Call of Duty Mobile and Call of Duty Modern Warfare aren't the same game.
Lady G says that Call of Duty Mobile is actually fucking dope.
Call of Duty Mobile is actually pretty solid. It's the only one on this list that I've played because I don't play mobile games, and it is really good. On top of that, if I do remember correctly, and I typically do, Call of Duty Mobile actually had more downloads on launch than Fortnite did when it
Really?
launched on mobile. Yeah.
Now that's interesting.
So
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. We're just going to say the clear winner of this is Call of Duty Mobile.
Sure. The clear winner of this is anybody who doesn't care about mobile games outside of Hearthstone.
Will this category be televised? Watch on the 12th and find out. Probably not.
Watch on your mobile device.
Ew.
Don't you guys have phones?
Unless you're watching us on your mobile device, then you're welcome.
Yeah. We support those mobile devices.
Ooh, look, a category that Steel hasn't played a single game in again. I shall read it.
Yay!
It is
Go for
independent game.
it. Go on.
For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publishing system.
Yeah. Honk.
Honestly, either Disco Elysium or Outer Wilds will take this one. But the categories are the games are Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game. While Untitled Goose Game was silly and people did get a good kick out of that for a while, I honestly shut up.
Dude, it was so funny to watch.
It is. It's hilarious, but
Like, hey, go steal this guy's rake. He's sitting there minding his own fucking business, but go snatch his fucking rake. And then,
Right.
while he's distracted by you getting the by you taking the rake, get his car keys too, because you're a fucking asshole.
huh? Katana Zero is it was actually a really cool game. They did a lot of like interesting stuff with it.
And it's Devolver, so that's always fun.
Yeah. Disco Elysium, again, super solid stuff from everything I've seen. Outer Wilds was really well received and a really, really well done game. So
Outer
I
Wilds
honestly,
and not Outer Worlds.
yeah, it's Outer Wilds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honk.
Fucking shut up. Honk.
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 Next category. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Concrete Genie. Gris. Is that how you say? Is it Gris?
Yeah, I think it's like Grease or something like that.
Gris. Grease. Okay. Kind Words. Life is Strange 2 or Sea of Solitude. Go on, Dizzle. You're our pro-social meaning or message guy.
Yeah, you know me. You know I love my
Mr. Positivity.
you know I love my social impact.
Who the fuck's Skelly when you need her?
So
someone get Skelly Click on the phone.
I played Life is Strange 1 and got through like the first like 2 chapters and was like, man, I'm moving on. Never played 2, not interested. Sea of Solitude, watched some stuff, didn't play it. Grease I played a little bit of. It is a beautiful game. It's really cool. I couldn't tell you what the social meaning behind it was because I didn't play beyond like 30 minutes of that game. Concrete Genie, never played it. And Kind Words I have seen, and it's actually pretty funny. So it's like you play it with people like online, and you essentially it's like online pen pals.
Go on. You there?
Yeah, why are you doubled? Oh, Discord call.
Yeah, drop out of the Discord call. Okay. Game direction. Sorry about that. We've unfucked the situation.
Haha! Unfucked. Unlike my butt.
Yep. So game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Control.
Yes.
Death Stranding.
Yes.
Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yes.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Yes.
Or Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds.
So it's awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation. So in game direction and design. honestly, Control or Death Stranding.
Sekiro.
It won't.
Sekiro.
There's nothing, but they didn't really innovate anything. It's more FromSoft. Like, there's no huge innovations in Sekiro.
But the thing that sets it apart for me is the art style. It was definitely completely different from Demon Souls.
Yeah, but it's not. This
shit.
isn't art. This is game direction.
But it's all part of the same thing. It's the creative vision and innovation.
Don't get me wrong. I love Sekiro. It was one of my favorite games of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go to Death Stranding, but I think that Sekiro is definitely a contender. I would like to see it go to Sekiro.
Honestly, the first four, to me, are all contenders. Yeah. I think even the Resident Evil remake.
Like what I'm thinking of, like when I mentioned Sekiro, is the fight where you're fighting somebody on the bridge, and there's like the flower petals and shit like twirling all over the ground.
Yeah, the monk
and everything. Yeah.
Like
that looked amazing. It looked like something out of a kung fu movie.
Well, yeah, that's like the whole game,
right? But for it to look like that, but also like have the demanding play style that From games have, I mean, I think that was cool as shit. They've never tried to do that before, and I haven't seen anybody else try to do it either.
It's really good. I think with this category, I think Death Stranding.
Okay.
Just because, I mean. Yeah, the game is, unless you're really like focusing and playing and kind of going into it or fully watching every minute, you don't really understand what's going on. But like the direction and kind of some of the, like Kojima is really good at innovating and doing new shit.
Yeah.
So that was a big factor into it. Control, the fact that the way that they have the game set up to, as you do, like the building is one of those what the fuck's it called, where like the stairs and shit are all in different directions and all that.
Yeah.
It's like one of those fucking painting things where it's like everything, and then as you fix and do certain things, the building shifts and moves and rotates, and like it, all of them are contenders. I just personally, I think Death Stranding will probably win it. I would like to see Sekiro or Control take it, but I think Death Stranding wins it.
I think I agree that it's going to be Death Stranding or Sekiro. What? But again, the combat system for Control is just fucking cool. Like it's definitely innovative, I think.
That and the design of everything in the game is different.
Yeah.
Like your gun morphs and mutates and is a constant like changing piece.
Yeah.
It's all, if you look at like the weapon in Control, it's literally just a bunch of little blocks all together. So then when you change it, you can watch the blocks all separate and put together. And even when they're put together, they're still kind of floating independently. Like the design of the maps and the level and the buildings and the way the game kind of looks and controls, and it's all done really well. Sekiro does have a lot of cool stuff in there. It's just there's nothing in comparison to the others that they really did to innovate or change like from their kind of FromSoft ways. I think it's very much a FromSoft action game, like it's basically Tenchu and Souls. I mean, they have a lot of cool concepts and a lot of like the art system, like the art style in the game is really cool. But Resident Evil 2, same way. Like it looks beautiful. They did a lot to add to the game and like go with the game, but like to build into the story and everything. But it's really just, it's essentially just, it's Resident Evil. It's inventory management and all that. So
yeah, I hear that Ninjas with Candy really likes Sekiro though, so I think that should win.
Yeah, so it's going to be Death Stranding or Control. Possibly the Sekiro. I think Sekiro or Control will probably come in 2 or 3, but I think Death Stranding takes that one.
Fresh indie game presented by Subway. Eat fresh.
Jesus Christ.
Recognizing a new independent studio that released its first game in 2019. Zaum? Is it Z-A-U-M? For Disco Elysium? Or Namada Studio, or Dead Toast Entertainment, Mobius Digital, Mega Crit, or House?
I think it's probably gonna be Mobius Digital or Mega Crit, because Mega Crit did Slay the Spire, and Mobius Digital did Outer Wilds, and both
Slay
were
the
like
Spire was
super
huge.
popular and well received. So
Yeah.
Again, Goose Game was like a silly flash in the pan, haha, it was fun, but
Yeah. That's
people
true.
are still playing Slay the Spire. People really enjoyed Outer Wilds.
I think I'm just gonna call it ZAUM. I think that they have to be considered as a contender just for as many times as Disco Elysium has been listed here. Like we're like halfway through the categories, and Disco Elysium has been in like 8 of them.
Oh no, Disco Elysium's again, it's a solid game, and everyone who's played it has really fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I feel like if that's the first game that you release, if that's you coming out of the gate,
right,
and you're nominated for 10 fucking awards,
yeah,
like keep doing what you're doing. You're pumping out a banger.
Yeah, I mean,
Slay the Spire, I've heard a lot of awesome things about it, but also, I mean, that's the first time I've seen it on here.
It's true. I think pretty much Outer Wilds or Slay the Spire will probably be the winner. But I wouldn't be upset if Disco Elysium won. Like,
yeah.
My friend Pedro, like I watched gameplay, it looked fun, but not my type of game. Goose Game again. Honk.
I'm not gonna lie, Pedro is what I've nicknamed my penis. So when I think of my friend Pedro,
you just think of
I'm not
penis.
thinking of Dead Toast Entertainment.
Jesus.
So next category.
You should thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah. Yep. Fighting game. Fighting game. DOA 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and that is it. That is the end of the fighting games.
It's true, because Smash isn't a fighting game.
Boom.
But I would love to see Samurai Showdown win it. Smash Brothers will win it.
Yeah.
That's just a given. Like, Jump Force won't win. I don't even know why it's in this category. It's Dead or Alive 6.
I think Dead or Alive 6 should win.
Super Jiggle Physics, but whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot in that game.
Mortal Kombat 11, definitely not. I don't think that'll win at all. No. I would love to see Samurai Showdown win just because it was a hell of a release and it's a solid fucking game. And then there's Smash, which, to be honest with you, is just literally everything. And it just on the sheer sales and popularity, and Smash will win.
It shouldn't. It's not a fighting game. Next category. Family game. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Actually, this category should just be called Nintendo game, but whatever.
Well, it is. Literally, all these are Nintendo games.
They are.
Luigi's Mansion 3. Ring Fit Adventure. Super Mario Maker 2. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And Yoshi's Crafted World.
So, for family game, same thing. Smash Brothers wins.
I could see Smash Brothers as a family game.
There's no blood. There's no.
Fit. Yeah. It's a family party game. Like, you get the whole family together, and you want to sit down and you play some games together and fuck around and goof off. Yeah, Smash definitely. That's the game you play. It's like Wii Bowling from 10 years ago.
Right. Like, I mean, I know for a fact if I'm like, because I have Mario Party and Mario Tennis and some of the other games on my Switch, and if the kids are like, "Hey, let's play the Switch," the first thing they want to play is Smash Bros. Like, they don't want to play Luigi's Mansion. They don't give a shit about Yoshi's Crafted World. They don't give a damn about Mario Maker and Ring Fit Adventure. Hey kids, we're gonna play video games and work out. Okay.
Next category. Esports team. Here we go. I think we're gonna have some opinions on this one.
Oh yeah, totally.
An individual esports team judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2019. We've got Astralis for CSGO, G2 Esports for League of Legends, OG for Dota 2, San Francisco Shock for Overwatch League, and Team Liquid for CSGO. obviously, guys, San Francisco Shock. My boy Sinatra will not be denied. Yeah, that's it.
So cool. Next category.
I'd like to see Astralis win.
I was gonna say,
they're
for me,
amazing.
it's Astralis or Liquid because those are literally the only two teams I've heard of.
Yeah, no, Liquid's great. I mean, Liquid's great across a bunch of different games, though. I'd like to see San Francisco Shock win it, though. Sinatra's my man.
Yeah, cool. Shock can take it. I don't watch any of these games on an esports level, so I don't. I've heard of Astralis. I've heard of Liquid. I don't know the other ones. So
Okay. Esports player. Let's see here. The esports player judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct, irrespective of game. Kyle Booga Giersdorf, who's definitely he's gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Faker Sang-hyuk. I apologize to anybody with a Korean last name that I'm about to butcher. Luka Perkovic, or Alexander Simple Kostiliev, I think. Or J. Juan Sinatra himself, Mr. 150K, and the winner of this fucking category
Is Booga.
J. Juan Sinatra.
No, it's literally going to be Booga.
It's definitely going to be Booga.
He's 16 years old. He literally beat everyone else in the largest esports worldwide competition solo.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Perks and Simple are definitely not going to win. That's just not going to happen.
I mean, the kid put in work. He did his thing, and Booga went in and dropped the hammer and won stupid prize money. And
yeah, he won like $3 million, didn't he?
I don't remember. It's a lot of money.
But Sinatra won the Overwatch World Cup at BlizzCon.
But for a 2019 performance to go through the entirety of the World Cup qualifiers and to stake and just to do all of that,
yeah,
throughout the year and yeah,
but as dominant as San Francisco Shock were throughout the entire Overwatch League
Booga
season,
was just as dominant the entire time during the World Cup qualifiers all the way through the World Cup.
Right, but was he doing solos or duos or what?
He did solos and duos.
Okay. Sinatra's on a 6-man team that was built around him carrying it.
Okay.
Like the San Francisco Shock's whole strategy is, let's set Sinatra up.
Yeah, but
because that man will deliver every single time.
Great, but he also did not play literally an open worldwide qualifier for months. He was in a league against the same
because
amount
he was
of people.
already playing at a higher level than that.
I mean, Booga wins. You can't argue it.
I'm not.
He's Fortnite.
I think Booga's gonna win because he's young and because it's fucking Fortnite.
Honestly, the only two people I know
Sinatra.
of or have heard of on here are Booga and Faker. And that's because Faker won one of these awards a year or two ago.
Oh, did he?
I don't know Simple or Perks or Sinatra because I don't watch Overwatch League. I don't watch CS:GO, and I really don't watch League of Legends.
Sinatra's been a huge name in Overwatch since it started, though.
Yeah, but I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't watch Overwatch. I'm saying, but like he was one of the first pickups for the Overwatch League. And he's been a carry in Overwatch League, and competitive Overwatch since it came out.
Yeah, I mean,
and Booga can suck
awesome.
my butt.
But Booga's gonna win.
I don't care about Booga. I'm happy you won. You did great, bud. You made more this year than I'll make for the next 10. Go fuck yourself. I'm a little salty about that, okay? All right, esports host. Golden Boy wins just because he's the only one I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Golden Boy wins.
Golden Boy wins.
Mean, Golden Boy hosts a show with The Rock. Golden Boy wins.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, The Rock's competition show, the Titan Games. Golden Boy's one of the commentators on that show.
Next
Yeah, Golden
category.
Boy wins.
Yep. There is only Golden Boy.
I mean, if you do something with The Rock, like, you win automatically.
It's Golden Boy, yeah.
Esports Game of the Year.
Game of the Year. Here we go.
Now, here, I'm going to read this description for everyone so they understand how this works. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates.
Yep, that's an important one. That's a category.
Irrespective of genre or platform.
Yeah. So we can just
CSGO, no.
scratch CSGO right off the list.
Right. So it's going to be Fortnite or Overwatch. Really, knowledge base wise, I don't know how often League or Dota drops content updates, but it's Fortnite or Overwatch.
I'm guessing Overwatch. I'm guessing it has to be Overwatch. Because fuck
Probably.
Fortnite.
It's going to be Fortnite or Overwatch.
Yep, it's definitely not going to be CSGO.
No.
You've been playing on Dust 2 for how many years?
Right. Like,
Yep, get out of
but
here.
that, yeah.
Get out of here. What about League of Legends? I don't follow any MOBA really. I don't follow closely enough to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often they drop content updates and do all the whatever. I just personally, I think it's going to be Fortnite or Overwatch.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it's CSGO.
No. Nope. CS:GO, I think, should have been in best ongoing game.
Is it though? I mean, you're still playing on Dust 2.
It's okay, yeah, but you're still playing it as opposed to Apex, which just launched.
7 months ago.
Yeah.
So I mean,
When did CS:GO come out?
Back when people, I guess, gave a shit about.
Back when
CS:GO?
dinosaurs roamed the fucking earth. Back when CRT monitors were still a thing. How's that?
Well. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
2011, 2012, yeah.
Do people, I mean, other than like Eastern Europe, do people really give a shit about CS:GO?
No.
Exactly, like.
No. Next category. Esports event. 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals. EVO 2019. Fortnite World Cup. IEM Katowice. League of Legends World Championship, or the International.
My heart.
I know your heart says
Evo.
I know
my heart says Evo.
I know you're
because I love Evo. I love it. My mind says Fortnite World Cup. Obviously,
I think Fortnite World Cup's gonna win. All the hype around the Fortnite World Cup, I don't see how they get around it winning.
No.
Like I personally would like the Overwatch League Grand Finals to win. But it's gonna be Fortnite.
It's gonna be Fortnite World Cup, and my heart, I want Evo to win. Evo is always so hype and so fun, and
I'd like Katowice to win. Katowice. I said it right the second time because apparently chat wanted to correct me. And
what is that?
It's not fucking Katowice.
What is that?
Katowice?
No, yeah. What is that tournament?
Mostly it's shooters.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where
Yeah,
they
it's
do like the they do CS:GO, they do PUBG.
Well, mostly I was actually just asking because I've never heard of it. I've literally heard of every other one of these tournaments, so those are more important to me than whatever that IEM Kato
could not care less about League of Legends.
Yeah, so personally,
I've
Fortnite
only heard
World
of
Cup,
Evo because of you.
Fortnite World Cup wins it. I would love to see Evo win it. I know it's not going to happen.
No.
Like, goddamn, it's so hype. It's so good.
Yeah, it's going to be a Fortnite. Another fucking Fortnite win.
Goddamn right it is.
Katowice. Next category, esports coach. We've got Adrian, Kane, Grabs, Keikoma, Sakshka,
and Zonic.
Kaksha, and Zonic.
So what teams are they for?
We've got 2 from Team Liquid, 1 from G2, 1 from OG, 1 from SK Telecom T1. What the fuck is that? And one from Astralis.
Okay. Games, we got CSGO, Dota 2, League of Legends, and CSGO. So which game? So let's see. Do I like CSGO more than League of Legends, or do I like League of Legends more than CSGO?
I don't really think that's how you pick the best coach.
Well, I don't know any
Which
of these
sport they're
coaches,
playing.
so that's how I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
pick.
Well, we know that Astralis won 4 majors with Zonic here, so my money's on Zonic.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Sonic too. I like his hair.
He does. He has nice hair. Well, no, if we're going off hair, fucking Coxka's got the best hair. Look at that. That man's got a mane on him.
Yeah, but Sonic's haircut's similar to mine right now, so
That's fair.
I'm going with his hair.
Okay. Fucking K Coma looks like an Asian Harry Potter. Grab's got some bushy eyebrows on him. Look at those. He's got some caterpillars crawling across his face. Those are some fucking commanding eyebrows, dude.
They're scary.
Yeah. Like, that man would glare at you and you would do whatever he asked.
That's true.
Like, yes, daddy.
All right, I'm going with Sonic just mostly because, again, Astralis,
Yeah.
and I like his haircut.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm going with Harry Potter. I'm going with K Coma. I dig it. I feel like if I don't go with him, he's gonna Avada Kedavra me. Content creator of the year.
Dr. Lupo.
Oh, yeah.
Next category.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Well, no, hold on. We've got Kaurage, Senor Lupo.
Well, here, hang on. Let's go with what they're judging off of first. For
Okay.
a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the industry in 2019. So you have Jack Courage Dunlop,
Yeah.
Benjamin Dr. Lupo,
Yep.
Solil Ewok Wheeler,
Yep.
David Martinez,
Graphic.
and then
Shrewd. Rowdy
and
Shroudy himself.
Rowdy Shroudy, and
bcwCY.
when it comes down to it, Dr. Lupo wins.
Yeah. Dr. Lupo 100% is going to win this.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than... Well, no, hold on. Because let's talk about it for a second. First off, Courage 100% had an important and positive impact on Ariana Grande's cheeks. He left an imprint.
By the way, this is all speculatory. We actually have no facts to back up
Oh, I know.
Courage.
I was there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, for good first episode and last, we've just been...
Yep, sorry guys, we're getting sued. No, but Lupo's charity work is just far and away blows everything else out of the water. The only contender to Lupo is Ewok. Because Ewok is a fucking 13-year-old deaf girl who can fucking drop the dick on literally anybody you've ever met in Fortnite.
She's really good.
Incredibly fucking good.
Yeah. I honestly don't know who hFGIK is.
Yeah,
Shroud,
I've never heard of hFGIK. He looks like the Lost Jonas brother though.
He does.
And, yeah, think about it. Tell me that's not a fucking Joe bro right there.
It is. We all know who Shroud is. Courage does a lot of stuff too, and we know Shroud's super positive dude, and
Yep.
he does a lot of stuff for community stuff, and Courage is the same way. But
Yeah, I love Shroud's my favorite of these guys to watch. Courage is the one that I relate to the most. That man he's a plus size dude with more confidence than he has any right to have, and that resonates with me. You sexy motherfucker! Look at him! Look at that smile. Courage,
and there's Dr. Lupo.
Just call me Ariana. Call me Ariana, dude. What's up?
Yeah, and then there's Dr. Lupo. He just...
Yeah, Dr.
We
Lupo.
want to talk about important and positive impacts.
Yeah, it doesn't beat Dr. Lupo.
No.
The man, like going off Guardian Con alone, the guy is just a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, and that's not the only stuff. He does shit throughout the entire year. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think the only contender to Lupo is Ewok, just because for her being so young, and a girl in a male-dominated industry, and fucking deaf, and that fucking good.
And she's first
girl on FaZe. Yep.
Yeah.
First girl on FaZe.
And she did a lot of stuff. She was called and played stuff at the Fortnite World Cup, and
Yep.
she's she's no slouch. Like, she is competitive. And she, again, it's
if Lupo weren't in the category, then it'd be a no-brainer.
And she is super
she
positive.
She would be the Lupo if Lupo weren't here.
she is like super positive and everything. Like, even her social media presence, she's very much a like build everything, like build up as opposed to break down. So it's she could contend. It's Lupo.
Yeah, against Lupo, you just like he's just fucking Lupo.
Like, Dr. Lupo wouldn't even beat Dr. Lupo. Like, that's just
yeah. Yep. Next category: community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness. Well, we can scratch Destiny 2 right off the list.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've done a lot since they've been managed to separate from Activision.
But when did they separate from Activision?
A few months ago.
Okay.
Like, when it would before Shadowkeep launched. So September.
Yeah, that's not long enough.
Personally,
if they just separated 2 months ago, that means the other 9 months of this fucking year, they were
bound by Activision's penis.
I mean, that's their game though.
Yeah.
So I don't know enough about Apex, really any of these to have an opinion on them, except for Destiny 2, and I know enough to have a negative opinion.
Community support, transparency, and responsiveness. It's going to be Final Fantasy 14 or Fortnite.
Probably.
I want to see Final Fantasy 14 win it, but I mean, just from how they've gone from total shit show of a launch years ago to now, easily one of the best supports and community stuff in the game. So,
next category. Audio design. Okay, this one will be good. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil Dose, or Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
So Call of Duty's Call of Duty. Gears is more Gears. Sounds really good, but
it's still there's nothing outstanding about them.
Right. There's nothing that blows your socks off, right? It's really, really good sound like it's always been with the weapons and everything and explosions and shit like that, but it's more of Gears and more of Call of Duty.
Yeah. It's the same as they've always been. Like they
Evil
deliver
2.
Performance, but nothing mind-blowing, nothing earth-shattering.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Industry changing.
Oof. The sound that the remake for Resident Evil 2, just the zombies, the shambling, the hearing shit through the wall, just hearing Mr. X stomping around the police station, awesome. But to be honest, nothing super innovative in the sense of it's kind of stuff we've heard before. Sekiro, sound design's really good. Weapon, just the running, weapons clashing. It was really good. But honestly, Control for me is probably Control or Death Stranding. Just because Control, you hear a lot of the whole game, you hear haunting voices, other ghostly voices in your head the whole time, in your ears and everything. It's really good.
Yeah.
And Death Stranding sound design in there is really good too, with the BTs and all that. So
I'd like to see Control win it.
Yeah.
Next category. Art direction. For outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Control, Death Stranding, Grease, Sayonara, Wild Hearts, Sekiro, or The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening.
Death Stranding.
You think so?
This technical achievement?
Yeah.
In art design or animation, it's going to be Death Stranding.
I'd like to see Sekiro in this one.
I would too, but it's going to be Death Stranding.
I loved the art direction for Sekiro. It was a fucking beautiful game.
No, it is.
And Death Stranding is going to win 7 other awards, so I'd like to see Sekiro win this one.
But yeah, again, creative and or technical achievement.
Okay, so Death Stranding is gonna win, but Sekiro
Yeah.
should be the runner-up.
Yeah,
Fine.
Sekiro and Control, I would love to see either one take it, but it's going to be Death Stranding.
Fine. Next category.
Fine.
Fine. Action adventure game. For the best action adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Sekiro or Control for me.
Okay, well, we've got Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, RE2, The Legend of Zelda, and Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. I think Sekiro's going to be the one.
I think Sekiro wins it, but I wouldn't be upset if Control takes it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I'd like Sakura to do it, but action game. For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Apex Legends, Astral Chain, COD Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, or Metro Exodus.
Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, without question. DMC 5.
Devil May Cry 5, and I wouldn't be upset if Astral Chain took it. Call of Duty, Apex, and Gears are shooters that did exactly what they do. Those companies do good, and that's make a shooter.
Yeah.
Metro Exodus, I don't even know why it's in the category because it's not even a huge action focused game. Like, it's a very story driven kind of yes, there's action elements, but it's more of an adventure game as far as I'm concerned. Devil May Cry 5 or Astral Chain. I mean, it's just.
I'd like to see DMC 5 take it. This is only like the second or third nomination, right?
Yeah, this is Devil May Cry 5's category. It's fucking action. Like, that is it starts action, it ends action. Fucking, you play the game, it's an action game during the credits. Like, come on.
Okay. Next category, last category, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Smash Brothers, or The Outer Worlds.
Sekiro or Death Stranding for me. Smash is Smash. Resident Evil 2 is great, but it's Resident Evil 2. It's more Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds is more Fallout. A solid game, but it's essentially more of a Fallout.
I'd like to see Sekiro take it,
Stranding.
but that being said, I think Smash is going to take it. I think Smash is going to cheese it. Smash is going to win, and I'm going to be pissed about it.
Yeah, probably, but I would like to see Sekiro or Death Stranding as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, that wraps up our predictions for the Game Awards. I guess we're going to have to sit back and wait and find out and see what happens. But the next week, we're going to be recapping and see what our predictions were and how many we got right, which is going to be all of them. Any category that Fortnite was in, Fortnite won. That being said, we're gonna take a second here. We're gonna take a quick little break, and we're gonna address some people here. We got some shout outs to give. We've got Pirate Monkey gifting 5 tier 1 subs, like a fucking champion. Look at this guy. Look at him. Behold his glory. We've got Sludge Crow coming in with a 5-month resub. Thank you, Sludge. You're a fucking sweetheart. We've got Tay asking the colors to be changed to pink. We'll do that later, Tay. And then we've got Silly Me coming in with the 25 bits. Silly, thank you very much. During the actual podcast, guys, we're not shouting out any of the subs or followers or anything. And we've got Coco coming in with 5 months as well. Thank you, Coco. Fucking sweetheart. We're like during breaks, we're gonna be shouting all that kind of stuff out. But we're condensing all of that into the break so that I can cut this out for the. Oh, okay. Rotor, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate it, man. So this can be cut out for the YouTube and the audio only segment that's going up onto iTunes and Spotify and all that shit. Ooh, handing out all them emotes. Hell yeah. Remy Dona. Hello, Remy. All right. So now that we're all caught up there, we're gonna jump into part number 2 here. Just to save my lewdness for you to speak not on the podcast. That's sweet of you, Rotor. Thank you. So next is Dizzle and I have put together our Christmas shopping list for you guys. And we're gonna be putting all the links to this stuff in the video, the YouTube video. And then I guess, well, and a lot of it's pretty short-term holiday sales anyways. So if you listen to this, jump on it quickly, if it's not already happened. The 55-gallon barrels of Astroglide are on sale right now. You have to get them in the Costco bulk discount section though. But it's definitely worth it, guys. It's good to the last drop, and just make sure you get all up in that. So Dizzle, you want to start us off with what games? Yeah.
So
got on sale here.
So there's not a whole lot. I mean, Black Friday happened, and there's still some game sales going on. I just picked out a few games, like for me, like notable games that should really be picked up, especially for the price point that they're at right now. So you actually, if you through Amazon, you can get got like the most recent God of War game for like $16 right now for a PlayStation if you have a PS4.
If you haven't played that yet, do it.
Yeah, you need to pick it up. It's
Such
part of the
a fucking
PlayStation
good
hits. It's $24. It's what $19.99 normally, so you're saving like $3, but $16 for probably one of the best games in the last 10 years easily. Is a hell of a deal. You have another one on Amazon. They have it's the Game of the Year edition for the most recent Spider-Man game that came out. It's like $24. Normally it's like $40. So you're again saving a few bucks, but easily one of the best PlayStation games to come out. So those are like my 2 big games to pick up, because again, a lot of games like Nintendo games, they don't ever really go on sale. Like any game worth its salt on Nintendo is $60 still. Worth picking up, sure, why not? But game wise, those are probably my 2 biggest recommendations. In terms of another great gift for kind of like gamers, right? Like if you have a gamer and you kind of, especially if they're even on PC or Xbox gamer, Game Pass. Look at just buying, like maybe helping someone, signing someone up for like the Xbox Game Pass, right? Like it's like $1 for the first month right now, or actually I think they're still running for the first 3 months. And you get pretty much unlimited access to like a growing library of games, which have all been really good. Like Outer Worlds, when that came out, it was on the Game Pass, so I could download it and play it. So it's a $60 game that I played for $1. Like it's freaking fantastic deal. So another big deal to pick up, I think, would be great for all you mobile, or we'll say gamers on the go, or gamers with children, right? So my big recommendation probably for that is going to be a Switch Lite. Right, Switch Lites are $199. Yep. It's everything you get with a Switch, just all on the go. Right, you can't disconnect the Joy-Cons; it doesn't connect to your TV. But it's $199 for a Switch on the go. They have really good accessory packs you can pick up on Amazon right now for like $25. It's a full thing: headphones, protectors, a case, carrying case, all that stuff. So. I mean, for a total of like $230, you can pick up, a lot of good stuff. For like your again younger gamers on the go, even you casual toilet gamers. It's always nice to be able to play a couple dungeons on Zelda while you're.
I've hit my highest Hearthstone ranks while pooping, guys.
It's true.
That's all I'm saying.
So for more console stuff, we got actually a really big sale for Xbox stuff right now across multiple locations. Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, a few of them. They're all majority of Xbox consoles right now are everywhere from $50 to $150 off. So some quick prime examples: you can get an Xbox One X for the 1 terabyte version with the new Star Wars Fallen Order game. Normally it's a $500 console. You can get it for $350. You can get the Xbox One S's, like the all digital edition, which is essentially an entire Xbox One. Just you can't run a disc in it for $200. Like, I mean, there's some really good. Xbox pretty much was like, "F it, we need to sell some of our shit," and they just went for it and dropped a bunch of prices. No PS4 console sales really. Then there's a couple of good headsets, but I think you had it. I think we had the same headset, so I'll let you talk about that with tech stuff. Gaming sales wise, though, most of your bundles and everything, unfortunately, you're not ordering them online, and you're gonna take a chance. Like Best Buy had a really good Switch bundle with Mario Kart and stuff. It was like $299. It came with Mario Kart, like a steering wheel and all that. Awesome deal if you can find one. So other than that, there's not a whole lot of like game stuff. Everything's digital. You got your Steam sales, you got your GOG sales, Humble Bundle. They're all running ridiculous winter sales right now, and I would highly recommend checking all those out.
All right.
And I think we have some tech stuff though, don't we, Stu?
Oh, we've got a couple. Your boy went shopping. That's all I'm saying. My stuff is more geared toward the streamers out there. The first thing I want to mention is, because this one is the most time sensitive, is Elgato had a huge sale for between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, where most of their products were anywhere from 25 to 50% off. You could get the Stream Deck XL for $50 off. You could get they had the Stream Deck Minis going for like $60 or $70.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, all of the official sales are over. They you can't get them on Amazon for those prices anymore. However, if you go to your local Micro Center, some of them do still have the sales going. I went to Micro Center yesterday, 3 days after the sale had ended, and I got a Stream Deck XL and an Elgato Keylight that I'm using right now. Both those are brand new that I just picked up after the sale ended. But I still got them for the sale price because they hadn't marked their prices back up. So it is still possible that your local Micro Center does still have the sale prices. Just head over there and check it out. But probably the best deal going right now as far as streamers go, if you really want to upgrade your audio setup and get off like your headset mic or a USB mic, there's a Focusrite Scarlett Solo USB interface and a Logitech AT2020 deal that you can get for $200. It gets you into the XLR microphone market, which is a huge audio upgrade. And the Focusrite Solo is a fantastic. It's about as good as you can get for a solo USB interface. It's all you need, and it does the trick. If any of you guys are familiar with Rival Fox, which I know most of you are, it's the exact setup he uses. It's a Scarlett Focusrite and the Logitech. Sorry, not a Logitech. Audio-Technica AT2020. And I mean, the man's voice sounds like silky suede mixed with butter. I love it.
Ooh.
But in addition to that, we've got some cameras. The Logitech BRIO that Dizzle actually just bought is $150 now, down from $200. And it's a 4K webcam. It's for any of you guys still using a Logitech C920. Get off it. Get up to the 4K. Up your game. It's great. It's 1080p at 60 FPS or 4K at 30 FPS. It's the difference in quality is just insane. A C270? Oh yeah, we got to get you off of that C270. You're better than this, Rotor.
Yeah, I just went from a C920 to this, and it was
yeah. Dizzle's using the BRIO right now, and it's fantastic. And then and speaking of what's in use right now, the Sony A5100 DSLR, which I'm using right now, that's how you're looking at my face, is currently it's usually $600. Right now it's on sale for $400 on Amazon. So definitely if you're looking for that kind of upgrade, definitely now's a good time to make it. But the headsets that Dizzle and I were both talking about are the HyperX Cloud Stingers. They're going for $30 right now, down from $50. So that's definitely another good deal to get in on. So that's what's our shopping list for you guys? That's
just some nice quick recommendations on, some solid games, some decent deals on some consoles and stuff like that for you, especially for people who are like, if a lot of those deals were good for your kids, right? Like people, or even like the Switch Lite's a great on the go thing. Because that case alone, it was $29.99, and it's the case, screen protectors, a headset, carrying case that holds games, a protective case for the Switch, all that together for like $29, whereas separately a screen protector is usually like $20. And so I mean, it's a nice solid deal. It's just a lot of stuff being digital nowadays. You got your GOGs, your Steams, and all that. Just those game sales are fucking ridiculous. So good.
Yep. And for the for those of y'all streamers that are looking to upgrade your hardware, now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Now is definitely the time to do it. You're gonna get the stuff on sale now that you're not gonna find 3 weeks from right now. All this is gonna be gone.
True story.
Yep.
And I think with that, we're that's pretty close to wrapping it, right?
That is that is the end of the first episode, guys.
I think that was a pretty solid first episode.
I had fun with it. I
did too.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah.
Simple.
It left a nice little taste in my mouth.
All right. So, speaking of, before we actually fully wrap this up, coming up this week, starting December 9th through December 12th. So Monday the 9th through Thursday the 12th, both Steel and myself will be dual streaming Darksiders Genesis.
Yep.
It's the newest game in the series we both love. I am a huge fan just for the lore and just the art style. Everything about the game is just fun as shit. Steel loves the games like it, and now that we're getting a nice little top-down action RPG to play a co-op style, I mean, we didn't really have a choice. Like, we got to get in there.
He's right.
So, starting at we're going to do 9 p.m.?
9 p.m. Monday through Thursday.
9 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yep, 9 p.m. Eastern over twitch.tv/Steel. That is Stea1e. And I will be live on my channel, twitch.tv/Batdizzle. We will be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern and on Monday. And we will be playing this game together through Thursday up until, obviously, Frag Out Friday. Don't forget to watch Thursday the 12th Game Awards. Will be actually, you can watch them on Twitch, and I believe a few other YouTube. I believe might have them, but most of the people, everyone watches on Twitch, right? Let's be honest. We're gonna hang out with chat, have fun.
Yeah.
And then next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be back with.
No, go on.
With episode 2 again. I think we had a blast.
Yeah.
I had a ton of fun, and I can't wait to carry this on and do it again.
Yeah, next Sunday we're gonna be recapping our predictions and stuff from the Game Awards, and then we're gonna be going over our opinions and thoughts and experiences on Darksiders Genesis as well. And then if something interesting and fun and sexy comes up in the meantime, then we'll throw that in the show as well. We do have a channel for Sunday Sizzle on the Discord, on my Discord. So if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to see us cover, we'd absolutely love to hear from you guys and let us know what you what would tickle your penis.
Or flick your bean, or
Whatever.
Whatever you're into.
Yeah. Whatever gets the job done for you, we're here for it.
All right.
Well, that being said, guys, thanks for hanging out. We enjoyed the first episode. Can't wait to do it again. We will see you guys on... Well, are you streaming tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm streaming all week.
Dizzle's streaming tomorrow. Make sure you check him out, guys. If you're not already following Dizzle, go hit him up. If you're not already following me, click the fucking button. What are you doing with your life? Come on.
Guys, I think Steele missed my whole thing when I was saying we were going to be live together Monday through Thursday.
Right. Well, I know that, but but it's Sunday. Holy shit! I thought it was fucking Saturday. Oh my god.
We literally just did 2 hours
Sunday
of
Sizzle. I know that. For some reason, I thought right now in my head that it was Saturday.
We literally just did 2 hours of the Sunday Sizzle, and he's over here like, "Are you live tomorrow on the day we're going to be streaming?"
I totally lost it, and for some reason thought that it was Saturday right now. Wow.
Oh shit.
All right. End of the show.
That's the perfect way to end it. Just cut it right there.
Show.
Moving on.
I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
You guys are the best.